Having flashbacks of a shoot, I hit a nigga up in flat.
Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy 994 Killer 994, aka. We ain't getting into all that, man. But it's year 2 of the franchise. I told y'all I was gonna keep the series moving, and I'm gonna keep on doing that. Now, in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all basically what I did during the off season, week 1 and week 2. Without further ado, we're gonna go straight into that. So we still Jacksonville Jaguars. Played the 49ers week 1. But before we go into that, I just want to show y'all what I added. So first, we added a quarterback. This is our first round pick, like our first round pick. We had 2 first round picks. Gary LAMPMAN, 92 throw power. You know what I mean? He's all right when it comes to accuracy and whatnot. Definitely got to build that up. Normal development, 84 speed and 90 acceleration. That's huge, especially for the QB draws I'm gonna like to do. We got Marlon Mack out of the free agency. And I mean, nice little change of pace back when I want to get Hunt, you know what I mean, a little bit of rest for a player too. He'll come in there with that 95 acceleration. And he's a little shifty, not shifty like LeSean McCoy, but he'll get the job done here and there. As far as wide receiver, we added, well, before I go to wide receiver, we added fullback, Caleb Gibson. We don't have Ernst Berger anymore. Caleb Gibson does have that 85 lead block. Wide receiver, we had 2 wide receivers in the draft, both in the 4th round, Manny Rivera and Kyle Weeks. Manny Rivera is a star development wide receiver with his 90 speed, 95 change of direction, 92 excel. Really good in the slot. And Kyle Weeks, he has like 92 speed, 95 excel. Both of those guys probably gonna get a lot of burn on punt return and kick return until I can get their overall up to actually put them in the lineup and trust them with the ball in their hands. You know what I mean? But that's that. Tight end, we still got Charlie Warner. Also, each team got a legend. Each team got one legend that they wanted. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, I got John Henderson. You know what I mean? 6'8", 334 pounds. Around 90, 94, 95 strength. A lot of block shedding. You know what I mean? Someone that could really plug up the nose, is which I really needed from last year, because Harrison Phillips really wasn't doing the job that I needed him to do for that position. But we got John Henderson, and he's going to start pretty well. Still got Chase on. We moved Josh Jones from safety to middle linebacker. Now, the rule that we have in our league is that if you move a safety, he has to be at least 215 pounds to play the linebacker position. Josh Jones is 220. And I moved Ronnie Harrison back to safety just so he can play that sub linebacker position still. Still got CJ Henderson, cornerback same. And last addition we had was Marcus Williams. Added him in the free agency. Paid him pretty penny, not gonna lie. I think I threw him like over 130 mil for like 5 years. But you know what I mean? You see the 90 speed, 88 zone, 97 jump. He's a baller. He's a baller, and we definitely needed someone like that if we're gonna move Josh Jones to the interior. So we made a little bit of switching around, not too much, not anything too crazy, but we're gonna go straight into the gameplay. So going to the gameplay, man, it's the you know what I mean, first job is 3rd and 8, and we're going to the bunch quads, and we're gonna hit that young man Rivera. We're gonna hit that young man Rivera, you know what I mean? We're gonna pick up that first down. And I was really liking this bunch quads, not gonna lie, right here. We had square open, but EA is in the game, you feel me? We ended up picking up that possession, and then we go into this first down right here. I really like this HB base out of tight doubles. I like the HB base out of cluster in the Arizona Cardinals formation, but I really like it out of tight doubles. I don't know, it's just the HB base in general, like any power runs, like I've always said in my videos, go absolutely crazy. As Gary LAMPMAN gets his first touchdown of the year on a QB draw. Man, hey, if I come at that 5 wide, you never know what to expect. But we back on defense, still in the nickel 2-4-5 odd. And he tries to throw a slant right there. Honestly, the wide receiver could have caught it, so I kind of got bailed right there. And right here, his quarterback is just selling. Quarterback is selling throws, and he missed George Kittle on that corner route, man. I'm probably gonna go back to the crib around like probably tomorrow or something. So I'm gonna have that nickel 2-4-5 odd up pretty soon. I know some of y'all been messaging me on Instagram and hit me up on PlayStation. I'm gonna get that up for y'all boys, you know what I mean? I ain't no capper. As Kareem Hunt goes in there for a touchdown. Nice little long run, man. You know Kareem Hunt gonna get one of those a game, man. Now it's 13-0. I think I missed a field goal. And he's kind of in the bad, not really in the bad spot, but he needs to get some points on the board, you feel me? Or you're not gonna win the game, especially against me. Right there, they go to run defense. I'm spawning both my safeties playing, man. And I'm trying to plug up any hole I can with the linebacker and let my safeties go through the other hole. So, and like his little cutbacks or whatnot. And he doesn't pick it up and he doesn't go for the 4th down. So we getting the ball back. you know, I ain't really throw the ball up like that last year, man. I just was real run heavy, man. But we're gonna air it out this year. We're gonna air it out. We're gonna trust our wide receivers, and DJ Chark is gonna make an amazing play right there. And we're gonna go in the red zone just like that. And that's a killer. That's a killer. I think on his legend, the 49ers, as I thought it was Stevie. I throw a complete Stevie, bro. That's one thing about me, man. I'm going to throw them Stevies once again. But I think the 49ers legend was Deion Sanders. So, you know what I mean? I was hesitant to throw the ball, but I wasn't scared to throw it. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have to pick me off. As you see, I throw a pick right there. That's just some of the risks you're going to have to take. And he's real run heavy. So, you see Josh Allen lighting up. Josh Allen is a complete stud when it comes to stopping the run on my team. But yeah, he's gonna have to run the ball if you want to score, man. And that's something I live with. You know what I mean? I live with you taking them little 2-3 yard gains. Long as you ain't busting out no 20-yard runs, man, we straight right here. He tried to hit a corner out, but all that junk is bagged, absolutely bagged. He's just gonna have to take his 3. We ain't giving up 7. That's a good possession right there, I say, for my defense. And right there, you know what I mean? Our picks come in bunches. Honestly, I didn't know what coverage he was running. I was thinking that safety's going to keep dropping back, but I guess it was like a cover 3, and he was playing that flat route really well. But we still going to stay in this little 5 wide, man. Still going to stay in the 5 wide. Everything's open. We had X, we had R1. We just didn't have enough time, and we end up not completing the pass right there. And we're going to go back to Kareem Hunt, you know what I mean? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And we're going to give it to Kareem Hunt, and he's going to fix all of our problems as he goes in for another long touchdown. My fault, y'all boys. But I think he had like 100, 130 yards, 140 yards this game, man. A couple pair of touchdowns, you know what I mean? And right here, he has just nobody pick up all them yards, man. So I'm like, you know what I mean? And I think my defense started to get a little tired because they have been on the field a lot. And George Kittle just doing what George Kittle do. He's a great route runner. He's a mismatch for tight ends. I mean, he's a mismatch at tight end against linebackers and corners and all that. As we hit the seam right there. So that's just something I had to deal with. But I got my own mismatch, man. That boy Charlie Warner, he coming into his own. You know what I mean? He coming into his own. I feel like this year could be his real big breakout year. Like he shows that he's not just a blocking tight end. Like he's more of he can be used. You know what I mean? Try to hit him with another QB draw, but we get stopped. And Gary let me want more. Gary let me want more points, man. That's one thing I realized about Gary, man. I was reading his little news story that they had throughout the year, man. They just said he's an assassin. He's a surgeon. And that's something I need. I need that killer back there, man, because Minshew ain't no killer, man. Minshew gonna get you in the game. He gonna keep you in the game, man, but Minshew ain't gonna go in there and win you the game. Minshew ain't gonna throw no 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, you know what I mean? But that boy Gary Lettman, man, he gonna get it done. And that's what we need right there. As we just completely box his life away. He's trying to do those crosses, bro. Trying to do those crosses, but it's not gonna work. And we back on offense, man. I'm still in this tight doubles. Just, you know what I mean? Just trying to figure out a new offense since I haven't been running the Cardinals playbook anymore. I like to change my schemes every so often, you know what I mean? Just get a different feel for the game, honestly. Still dotting him up down the field. And this was basically the Chenault show on this job. Like, I just kept throwing the Chenault. He was leaving him wide open. I was like, why not? And after hitting him on the left so many times, man, I'm like, all right, let's switch it up. Let's go ahead and hit him on the right. So I put him on a little flat route. And he's expecting him to go left, but he went right, Chenault. And that's all she wrote on that one. That's all she wrote on that one. He's 6 feet, 225 pounds. I got his speed up to 90 speed. He started at like 88, 87, man. He's a boss now. He's really a boss. He honestly can play running back. He has a lot of good attributes for him to play running back. As he throws straight to me, man. You can't keep forcing the ball to kill him now. You had the running back wide open and you forced the ball to kill him. But yeah, Chenault really been coming into his own. And honestly, my whole offense is just completely deadly now. Like, the Jaguars had this offense in real life. Oh, man, they will not lose a game. I promise they will not lose a game, man. But, you know what I mean, that's going to be the end of that game. Win the game 41-25. He ended up getting a cheap touchdown at the end of the game, but we ain't really worried about that. We just want the wins out here. You see the passing yards, 339. You see the rushing yards. You know what I mean? We're going to go into game 2, though. All right, so game 2, we're going against the Colts. Colts is another run-heavy team, as you could tell, but I play this dude twice a year, and he runs the exact same plays. I know exactly what to expect when I'm playing this guy, but, you know what I mean? Sometimes he going to bust 1 or 2. You feel me? We actually ended up playing this game like 3-4 times. It kept lagging out and stuff like that. EA need to fix their service. You know what I mean? And right there, he just gonna throw straight to me. He had a nice read. If I wasn't on that, that would have been a really nice read to that slant. But I'm on it. You feel me? He gonna throw a nice little pick six. And that's why we had the #1 defense in the league last year. This year, I'm not really focused on having a #1 defense in the league. I want the pass offense. You know what I mean? But right here, he goes to a nice stretch play, and I try to get him in the backfield, but yeah, it is what it is. He goes to split close, I believe. Hits me in the flat, but he's not able to pick up the first down. And right here, what you gonna do? You gonna go for it? You gonna kick a field goal? Like, what you gonna do right here? If it's me, I'm going for it. If I'm past 50, I'm going for it. If I don't pick it up, man, I plan my defense gonna hand up and stop you and stuff like that. Throw the chart right there on that third down. We do not pick it up. And that's the one bad thing about chart, bro. I feel like other wide receivers like DeAndre Hopkins, you know what I mean, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, people like that, they gonna come down with that catch, but Chart just ain't in that caliber yet. Hey, if you ever seen that animation before, let me know. I've never seen that catch animation before. But I just feel like Chart just isn't up there like that when it comes to wide receiver position. Like, I say he a good, all right, real life for Chart, I say he's a good, like, top 8, top 10 wide receiver. But in this game, bro, he played like a top 12, top 14, man. But he got the speed. So when he get the ball in his hands, he gonna do something with it. It's just getting the ball there. And right there, he just made a terrible read, bro. I had everybody in the flats. I literally played down in the flats. And he just threw it right to CJ. And we're going to take it to the crib, man. We're going to take it to the crib. That's why we got that boy CJ back there. That's why we got Marcus Williams. We got people that can hit, but they can also cover. And when they cover, they're going to pick the ball. Right here, he kept running this same play, bro. He had tried his deep route, and we should get the pick every single time on that. He kept trying to throw it deep to Paris Campbell, but it just was not working in his favor. And we're going to get the ball right back. And we ain't even going to run the ball out, man. We're going to try to pass it. Right there, had the running back open, but I tried to hit Chenault. Now, if he throws the ball accurately, that's honestly going to be a dot. That's honestly a low ball dot, but he threw it right to the safety. And that's really the growing pains of having young players or developing players. If you play franchise, man, them younger players, bro, they gonna do some stupid jump once or twice, you feel me? Maybe even 5 times. But you still gotta keep using them because that's the only way that they're gonna get better. It's just by you using them and playing with them. So we'll just put that all behind it. As long as he ain't putting us in no bad situation, it is what it is. You feel me? Right there, we're gonna pick up a couple yards. I got 16 seconds left, 2 timeouts. I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna at least try to get 3 here. Because that's in my best interest, I believe. You know what I mean? Making a 14-point game instead of an 11-point game. And I believe, I forget who get ball at half right here, but we're going to hit it with a nice underneath dot. You know what I mean? Get inside the middle of the field, call that last timeout. And we're going to keep this 3 with Lambo. Now, I'm usually good to miss a field goal or 2, but I ain't going to miss this one. You feel me? I can't miss this one. I got to clutch up when I got to clutch up. Now we're going to make it a 14-point game going into the second half. And we end up getting the ball in the second half. Okay. That was a good play by me. You feel me? And we're gonna run it with Kareem Hunt. And it ain't a hood and 904 video if Kareem Hunt don't bust out a long run. He gotta bust out at least one. You feel me? Busting that one out, and it's really not looking good for him right now. Like, he has good users, not gonna lie. As you can see right there, I threw a pick. Could have threw the R1 and square, but I threw the pick to R1. This dude had pretty good users. I really didn't want to throw to his user because I didn't know what he'd do. You know what I mean? Because some people will play that area, but they won't really play it, and you can, like, you know what I mean, be disrespectful and throw right at him. But he had a pretty good user, locked up a pretty decent amount of field, at least that left side of the field. That's why I had him on all them crosser combos, because I wanted him to have to pick and choose so I could have something else open. And he ran a lot of zone. He didn't really run that much of man. Right here, he runs this, like, he has a tight end wide open. Like, you take that tight end every single time with him being wide open, but I guess he felt pretty desperate and just threw it up to CJ again. And CJ's gonna try to get another one on him, really. Man, that boy Miles Jack can get no block. Miles Jack get a block right there. If he at least touch him, we going to the crib. But it is what it is. Right here, 4th down, we get a little disrespectful. I had circle wide open, but that's the growing pains of young players I was telling y'all about, man. He really overthrows that pass right there. But it's cool. It's cool. We're going to try to come out here in this run defense. Stop whatever he got. John Henderson right there. Nice little sack. And that's the thing about my nose tackle, bro. Like, he doesn't have to get back there and get sacks. He just has to pressure the quarterback and stop the run. You know what I mean? I'm not really expecting John Henderson to be like no 10, 12 sack guy. You know what I mean? If he get like 3, 4 sacks and a bunch of tackles for losses or a bunch of tackles, he did his job. Just plugging around, really. That was a pick right there. That was just terrible though. Like I said, he was going back to that play every single time. We just hitting him with slants right here. Could have threw it to R1. Was a little late on the read. So we're just gonna throw it to Stevie. And that boy Manny Rivera, man. That's how you get a Manny Rivera. That's why you get someone like that, you know what I mean? Who come down with the ball. He my little Julian Edelman for real. And we're gonna go back to him, man. Let the Rip get some shine. Put him on a nice little zig right there. That's a nice little throw by LAMPMAN. That's the best throw he had all game, honestly, after being absolutely terrible. It's 24-3. The game is honestly over, but it's gonna happen eventually. It's gonna happen eventually that I run into my own player and he gets a nice run off of a stretch, which I knew was coming, bro. All I had to do was just go plug the hole and the game would have been sealed. But we ended up winning that game 24-10. You know what I mean? It wasn't the prettiest game, as you can see. We threw a lot of picks. We had a lot of mental errors, but we came out with a dub, and that's all that matters to me. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, though. I'm going to drop some more content. I got week 3 and week 4 coming up, but it's your boy here 94, and I'm out.
Would you?